Hello, my name is Anita, I'm the Violet Stitcher and this is Floss Tube number 7. I'd like to say welcome to all my new subscribers and welcome back to my existing subscribers. I'm now at almost 300 subscribers, which is vaguely just a little bit ridiculous, but great. So I had said that I would do a giveaway at 200 subscribers because I was before less than 200 subscribers beforehand, and we've overshot that bar, so I should have definitely set it higher, but there we go. We will do a giveaway, but I'm going to leave it till later on. So there's a bit of a life update. What have I been up to? So I have done some more open water swimming. It is definitely getting warmer. I was so brave that I went for a swim at 17.5 degrees without my gloves on and only one set of booties, and it was fine. My friends went in their swimming cozies because they're much braver than I am, but it is definitely feeling a lot nicer and a little bit less swearing as you get in, so that's all very nice. Also, I went to an actual cinema to see a movie for the first time in like way before the pandemic started, so 2.5 years at least, and it was good. I went to see Doctor Strange, and I've forgotten the rest of that title, but it was good, and it tied up all of, well, you basically have to have seen every Marvel thing that's happened recently, like the WandaVision especially, and yeah, a lot of the other movies as well. So I had to do a bit of research beforehand and watch those films. Oh no, what a shame. And then got to go and see Doctor Strange in an actual cinema, which was really good. Anyway, so on to the stitching. Oh, I have got one finish, one start and a finish. And did I start something new? No, I don't think I did. But I do plan to. So more about that later. Right, so first of all, my SAF, start and finish. There is this one, and it is mini, what is this called? T-rex Valentine. Valentine T-rex, something like that. And he is tiny. And I stitched in 1/1 25 count on a little bit of scrap something. I've forgotten what that is. Anyway, I did this for, you see, oh, it's back to front. That's going to be annoying, but let's hope I edit that the right way around. It says 850 on the top because it's been 850 days since we got married. So I did this dinky little T-rex, which is quite cool. And the fabric is sparkly, of course. So eventually I will put that in a proper frame and hang it up. But now for my finish that I'm really chuffed with. It is Berry Collector by Nora Corbett. And I started this, I had to look back through my emails, and I reckon I started it somewhere in 2018. And I worked on it for a bit, and then I set it aside for a while, and then I started it again at the retreat this year in April, and then I realised that I wasn't far finished, and I thought, well, I'll just get it done then. And here she is. Look at all those beads. I'm well chuffed with this. Yeah, really happy with this one. And what else is she? Can I tell you about her? She is on Mystic Garden Opalescent by Crafty Kitten. It's 32 count. Never again 32 count, and it's linen. Yes. So I don't know what more I can say. So I almost every colour is different from what is charted. Basically because apart from the Karen Waterleys, those I did the correct ones. Obviously I've done a skin conversion. The beads are not the correct beads. I just used what I had in my stash. And the colours, the rest of the colours I used what was closest in my stash. Occasionally I had the correct colour and I use that. But I think she's looking great. Quite happy with her. Yes. So now I just need to find a framer to get her framed. And I don't think there are any local framers in Bristol. So if you have any suggestions of places in the UK that I can post it to, and they will post it back to me, please let me know. I'd be really interested, because I'd like a nice mat around it, and I'm not confident enough to do it myself. So I'd just like to be able to send it away and someone to do it beautifully and send it back to me, because it took so long to do. I don't want to muck it up. Anyway, there she is. Oh, I did also, for the first time ever, I did put my initials in the bottom. It's tiny though, I don't know if you can see. Just there in between her feet, it says AV 2022, 22. Yeah, so really happy with that. So yes, give me your suggestions of framers in the UK that I can send it to. Right, now I have a new piece of software, so please bear with me. Let's see if I can get this right. So let's start with Dragon Clans to start with. This is what Dragon Clans will look like. So I found out about this new piece of software through Karen the Needlebug. It's called OBS software, and editing afterwards has always been slightly laborious. And now this piece of software will just let me drop the pictures in as I'm recording. I just have to make sure I don't look at the screen rather than do look at the camera. So I'm gonna muck that up a few times. Sorry. Anyway, this is what Dragon Clans will look like, and this is where I was last time. I'll just sideways a bit. There we go. And let me just, oh, can I just make that smaller? Make that smaller, and let me show you where we're at now. Now I used to put 200 stitches into this every day, and I've upped that slightly because I thought, well, you know, I do want to get it finished. So I've been trying to put 250 stitches in a day, and this is where we're at now. Yeah, so you can see that I have finished all of, oh, let's fold this around so that I can point and hold. So I have finished all of this section of the rock. That's right, I was stuck in the grey rock last time, wasn't I? I remember complaining about it. But I got down to the edge of the pink wing, and now I am working on you see the top of the pink wing of the dragon. Let's go back to what it will look like. Oh, I love this software. There we go. So as you can see, there's a purpley pink dragon in the corner here, and it will come round here. So I'm working on that, and you've got this tiny bit of sky and up here and up here. Now it's so much confetti. It was going fast here, where it was basically black and little bits of pink, and now I swear I've got like all 80 colours in the one page here. That's why I've got this mass of threads, but that's what makes it lovely. So there we go. I'm still scheduled to finish June 2024, so gotta keep stitching my 250 a day. That's that one. Let's move that off. So, Wind in the Willows. We are still in the May section, and Badger was released. So this is the amount, what we've got so far shown, and you can see that Badger has been released in the middle section. And it's quite disappointing, the progress I have made. Oh, let me show you where I was last time. No, not that one. There we go. There we go. So that's where I was last time. Oh, that's not a great picture, is it? Anyway, you can sort of see that I started Badger in the middle there, the grey. Yes, more grey. I was doing the grey bottom, and this is where I have got to. So you can see his feet appearing, and I didn't spend a great deal of time on this month because I decided to use a new rotation, which I'll talk about in a bit, which meant that I only spent, I think, a week working on this. So his feet are just slowly appearing at the bottom. I did a bit of back stitching to help it appear, but he's yeah. But by the time I get back to it again, it'll be June and the next one will come out, and so Badger will have to wait, I'm afraid. Just stick that there. Okay, so the next one, I have been working on my Stitch F1 piece that I have. This is the Sal with Kerry and Stitches. So there was the Spanish Grand Prix last weekend, and we've got another one this weekend. Let me just, oh dear, remove the hoop. So this got quite a bit of work on, and Norris made me stitch some orange stitches, even though the poor guy had tonsillitis. Oh dear. I hope he's feeling better soon. Anyway, so this, oh, hang on. See, even with the software I'm forgetting. Right, this is what it will look like when it's finished. The end is in sight. I hadn't realised it would take so long. 7,000 or so stitches on this. Bonkers. And this is where I was last time. Ignore the fact that it says banana boat at the top there. That was for a stitching game that I'm playing. And this is where I'm at now. So what did I do? I have done... No, I've not done any more of it there, have I? I've done a little bit of the... Let's just bring it closer. There we go. I've done a little bit of, what's that, a balloon. Oh yes, I've done all this sunflower that's being held. Started a little bit on the dress of the woman that's going to be standing on the cat, holding the sunflower. And I think, is that a dog on the tail of the cat? Possibly. Anyway, I've been stitching that, and the cat. I've pretty much finished the cat. Possibly there's a bit of leg to finish off. Anyway, I changed the colours in the cat to match my friend's cat, and there are not many stitches left now. I reckon I've got another. It'll manage another 3 Grand Prix before I'm done. So I'll be working on that this weekend. She is doing well. Sorry, just... Oh, well, while I'm here, look, I gave in to... Is it peer pressure when everyone on Floss Tube is buying them? And you don't even really know them? Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, people have been talking about these nerd hoops a lot. And then Lauren from Crafty Bunny said, oh, look, you can get them in purple. And I'm like, well, that's sold me, hasn't it? If they're in purple, gotta buy them. So this, I bought the set of 4, and this is the small one, which is perfect for holding in hand, and stitching on that when I'm watching the Grand Prix. So that's that one. Oh, I should have told you the fabric. It's 25 count, 1/1, some mystery blue fabric that I got from Sew It All. Right, let's remove that picture. So rotation. So I started, because I've seen a lot of people talk about rotations, and I was previously thinking, well, I don't need a rotation, do I? Because I've only got 10 projects, and I can stitch on all of them, no problem. They're all making progress. And then 3 weeks ago, when I did my last Floss Tube, there was all those new ones that I wanted to do, and there are more new ones that I've decided I want to do this time as well. So I'm like, oh, that's getting to quite a few projects now, and some of them are just I'm never going to get round to them again, and that would be sad. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to spend Dragon Clans will still be my focus. That will get its 250 stitches in every day, and then after that I will do a rotation of all my other larger projects that I can't hold in hand. And I will keep them for a week. So for not this week, but the week before, I went back to Mediterranean Mermaid. And this is, oh no, do I have a picture? Yes, there we go. So this is what she will look like when she's done. There we go. And this is where I was at last time. See, hardly anything, barely anything there. And now, having spent a week on her, she is, oh, which way around do I hold this? There we go. Look at all that. I've made some real progress. And look at all that Chromatic. Just so much of it, all over the place. And it's very sparkly. Oh, there you go, there's another bit. Yeah. That Chromatic's not too bad. I have to say, I was getting a little bit tired of it by the end of the week. So I think a week is a good time amount for me. I made some decent progress and then I'd had enough. There are gaps for beads everywhere. I also think that 25 count doing over 2 is too big for a mirabilia. So I don't think I'll be doing that again. I think if it calls for blended threads, I'm going to do it on 28 count. But it is nice on the eyes. Anyway, yeah, so there's blended threads, there's Chromatic, and there will be a ton of beads. So I worked my way up. You can see the bottom of the fabric, it's going to be all oceany floor. So I worked my way back up the tail, and she has, I think it's mostly Chromatic, just on the tail, all green and blues, so that'll be lovely and sparkly. And then maybe next time I pick it up, I'll go this way down, work on her skin, which I've got to figure out a conversion for as well. So that'll be fun. Making progress. What else? Oh yes, so next one. Someone commented on my Floss Tube that I had inspired them to buy a something from Climbing Goat Designs. I think it was the Galaxy. And I went, oh yes, now you've made me feel bad. I should probably pick up my Temperature Galaxy and do some of that. So I did. I'm still way behind. Yeah. So this is where I was last time. Yeah, not very far at all. I think that is the beginning of March. January, February. Yes, that's where I was up to, the beginning of March. And now I'm at the end of March, so I'm still 2 months out. But look, you can see the, oh, gosh, so much thread. There we go. So you can see the colour change. Excuse me. The temperatures are getting much warmer. At this point it was 17 degrees at the end of March, and then it went down again. It goes down again here, back to 6 degrees before the beginning of April. So yeah, so I need to work on this a bit more because I'm very far behind. And if I don't finish it, if I don't mostly finish it this year, I don't think I'm ever going to come back to it, and that will be sad. So I should just get a move on. Anyway, it's looking great, and there are more of my favourite purple colour in this section as well, which is good. Right, so that is that one. It's basically a whip parade because I pretty much touched on every single item. Which one have I got next? So let's remove that. Oh yes, Bee and Chamomile. Bee and Chamomile. Okay. So this is by SA Stitch. This is for a friend. Oh, floss everywhere. This is what it will look like. No. only I'm doing it on blue fabric. Let's take the hoop out. And this is where I was last time, which I had mostly done. Sorry, for some reason I didn't take a picture of it without the hoop, so that's what I've got. Sorry. So I'd mostly done the bee, but I hadn't done any back stitching at that point. So I'm just moving the threads out of the way. There we go. And this is where I'm at now. So I've done some back stitching in the wings, and what else did I do? Oh yes, well, the chamomile. That's coming along, and it's looking really nice. So there's a load of blended threads everywhere. I keep making mistakes. I mean, it's not, you wouldn't think it's not that complicated, I know, but for some reason I just keep making mistakes all over the place. Anyway, that I hope to finish next week. Yes, because I'm going camping next week, so obviously I just don't know how much stitching I'm going to get done. But hopefully this one's small enough I reckon this one's small enough to take with me. So if I get some time, I can stitch on that. There we go. So looking forward to doing that one. I'll put that back in my stack, hope that doesn't fall over. The next one is, oh no, I've missed a picture. I didn't load it in. Oh well, we'll show you anyway. I think there was barely anything there of the fox last time. So this was one of the reasons I decided to do a rotation, because I have not touched this since I started it, which is sad because I really like it. And everyone keeps showing it on their floss tubes, and I'm like, no, sorry, they're on to the next one, like the swans or the ferret or something like that. And I'm like, I haven't even finished Mr. Fox. Anyway, so there he is. Everyone's seen that. Oh, it's a random floss. God, if I start losing flosses, I'm a bit in trouble. So here he is. I think last time I'd done a little bit of orange. And now I've done a fair bit. This is on 25 count cirrus. Oh no, I don't have any picture. 25 count cirrus from Chromatic Alchemy. And so obviously that's not the call for fabric. And you can see that because of that, my snowflakes are rather subtle. So annoyingly, that one has come just where there is a light bit in the fabric. These ones you can see a bit more. That one there. Anyway, I still like it. It's fine. And the fox is coming out really well. So I know a lot of people have said that they weren't happy with the burnt orange because of the variegation. But if you look at mine, you can barely tell the difference between, let me show you the thread. I don't know whether I've just got a different burnt orange than everyone else, but that's my burnt orange. So you can see there is, maybe that's better. So there is some variegation, mostly at the bottom. But of course, at the bottom, I don't get to it because I'm either starting off or I'm finishing. So it's the middle part that I get mostly. I don't know if it's the strand that I've chosen to use, but this is the rest of the fox. Actually, the majority of the fox is in this DMC. And yeah, it is subtle. Where you can see the diamond pattern in his fur, that is where the burnt orange is as opposed to the DMC, and it is very subtle. I mean, maybe it'll become more obvious in the tail, because the tail is more of the burnt orange, less of the DMC. Anyway, I like it. He looks very majestic. He, she, I don't know. Yes. So, but that's going to be put away So I'm working on it this week, so I've still got till Monday, and then it'll be put away for a couple of weeks while I work on other things. So just put that one away. Oh, that's my other nerd hoop as well, in purple. Okay. Next, let's go to a Chatelaine. So my tiny Chatelaine, which will look like this, only better when it is done. And I've been working on this under the hashtag 100 Days of Chatelaine. Just remove the hoop, and I'll show you. Oh dear, that's silk. Let me show you a picture of where I was at last time. There we go. Let's get this right around. Okay. So, and this is where I'm at now, and you can see the border. I've matched up the border at the bottom finally, and it matches. I got it. Oh, I was a little bit nervous. I'm like, oh no, is it going to match? Counting it again. Oh, really relieved. So that's good. So I'm just going to, now I have to finish that section of the border, and then you go all the way around again with a different, the next section of the border. So yeah, you can see it all in its sparkly loveliness. And I'm not, those specialty stitches aren't too bad. I'm quite getting used to them, which is good because there are a whole load more to go. And this is on, what is it, 25 count Khione from Chromatic Alchemy, which is a nice grey, bluey purple, something like that. Okay, and that is the end. That is all my whips. I wonder if I rushed that. Sorry if I did. So I have giveaway. Let's do the giveaway. Yes. So I've not done this before, so bear with me. Let's hope I say all the right things. So, in order to enter this giveaway, you apparently, from what I've learned from other floss tubers, you must be over 18 because I'm going to need your address to post it. Let me show you what it is. So I bought 2 of these butterflies by Nora Corbett because okay, it is apparent. I've watched some floss tubers and they say, oh yeah, I bought 2 of these. It happens quite a lot, and I'm like, really? How do you manage to buy 2 of something? But apparently it is possible because I managed it too. So there are 2 lots of butterflies from Nora Corbett. There are these ones, and then there are the meadow ones that are in a different colour. And I don't know what was going on in my brain, but I thought I'd bought 2 the different ones, but no. When it arrived from eBay, I'm like, oh, I bought 2 the same. What an idiot. Oh well. So this is to your benefits. You get to gain the pattern. It is new, still sealed, although that means nothing really because it is possible to pull it outside. But anyway, there we go. It looks fine. I've also pulled it outside and have a look, and there's no markings or anything. So, 1 Nora Corbett butterflies for anyone. You have to be over 18 because I need to ask for your address at some point so I can post it. I will offer it to the whole of the world because it always irritates me when people go only in the US or only in such and such a place. So hopefully it won't be too extortionate to post. It is quite thin. You please be a subscriber. Please like this video, and you have to put the word butterflies into the comment, and I will, here's the word butterflies, spelled correctly. Use that word in your comment, stick it in a sentence, or just by itself, however you like. And I will use YouTube's random comment picker. Apparently, that is what you use to pick the winner in my next Floss Tube, which will be in about 3 weeks' time. So you've got ages. So yeah, I think I've said all of that correctly. Is there anything else? No, I think that's fine. So yes, use the word butterflies. Do not mention giveaway. Do not mention prize or winning or anything like that that will encourage bots or people who just want free stuff. As opposed to us who just want free stuff, but it's stitching related. Anyway, I want this to go to someone who will stitch it. I also have a copy, obviously, because I bought two, and haven't decided what colour fabric to use in the background yet. No, so if you've got any ideas about what colour fabric, other than whatever this is, cream, that would be great. And looking at the back, I thought there would be a ton of different floss, but it's not at all. It's a ton of different beads and Chromatic. And one, oh, I would recommend different flosses, different DMC to attach the beads. Oh, that's interesting. Because normally I use the Nymo thread. There we go. So anyway, enter that if you want to win. Let me close that down. So the other thing I was enabled to buy was you can't see it behind me, can you? No. Anyway, it's in the it's right behind me. So I wanted a better way to store my floss because I have been using these boxes to store my floss, and I mean that's okay, but I had 4 of them, and I was a little bit worried that the light would get to them because the boxes are sort of see-through. So I went and had a look on Facebook Marketplace and Gumtree and all that, and I got myself a Bisley. Look at that! And what tipped it over was that I saw that Pip and Chip are now selling inserts for your normal bobbin. You don't have to buy their bobbins to fit in anymore. And also they do an insert for Chromatic. So I was like, well, okay then, we'll do that. So this is what it sort of looks like inside. I've started putting in, and as you can see, there are spaces. So clearly I need to buy more floss. What a shame. Oh, I'm so upset about that. Oh, that's me misusing the software. Sorry about that. So there we go. I've forgotten to... Anyway, yes. So there we go. So that is it. Oh, plans. So what do I plan to do? So I'm going to try carrying on this rotation idea, and so each of my larger projects will get a week worked on, and then I'll move to the next one. That way they'll all get worked on, and the idea is that once I've worked through all of them, I can slot in a new one, which of course means that the rotation gets longer every time. So we'll see how that goes. And I don't have a picture to show you. Maybe I'll put it in when editing afterwards. I have kitted up a Dalek from Thread Geeks, which is multicoloured. So it looks a bit like watercolour, splashed all over to show a Dalek. And obviously that's going to be for my husband. He knows about that one because it's pretty much full coverage. So I wanted to talk to him about it first because it's going to take a while, and I didn't want him not to like it at the end. I'll like it if he doesn't, but I just wanted to make sure. So I'm going to start that. And also I'm going to start Modern Folk Embroidery's Pride Sal, Move Forward in Love, because I really like it, and a portion of the price of the product will go to a LGBTQ plus charity. I don't think Jacob has quite decided which one it'll be. I'm sure he'll pick a good one. So I'm looking forward to starting those next month when I get back from camping. Oh yes. I'd also wanted to say thank you very much to the following floss tubers who have shouted me out. Gina Stitches, Ellie Welly Stitcher, Amy the Globe Trotting Stitcher, and Kel Stitches. Thank you so much for shouting me out. I really appreciated that. It does give me a nice warm fuzzy feeling when anyone mentions my channel, and I run upstairs and show my husband, like, look look, someone's mentioned me. I'm becoming famous. I mean, not that I want to be famous, but it's quite unbelievable because I mean, it's just me, right? I'm not anyone special. Why would? But anyway, it's very nice. It's very nice. I am having a bit of imposter syndrome, like all the time. I mean, I have it all the time anyway, but especially when people shout me out, I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'm doing it right. Maybe it's fine, and I should continue to make these videos. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, where are we up to? We are at 35 minutes. Okay, I think I've said everything. Oh yes, so the other thing about starting all these new projects that I want to start, some of them, most of them are going to be huge. Like the why do I keep saying that? Stanley Morrison Berries Dragon. All the floss came for that the other day, so I've got a whole load of bobbinating to do, and the fabric will appear. Who knows when? A couple of months. So I've got ages to wait. But it's going to be huge. So I need to make some more large project bags. So I think that's what else I'll be doing in between now and the next Floss Tube as well. Be ready for some. I've got some unicorn panels, and I bought some multicoloured zip, continuous multicoloured zip with little unicorn ring pools. So hopefully I can put all that together and make a project bag, or hopefully four of them. I'll need a lot. So that's good. Also, the other thing, and I feel like Columbo. And one more thing, I discovered while watching someone's Floss Tube. Who was it? It was Suki, the brown-eyed stitcher. I discovered that you can get Josephine Wall fabric. You can get fabric with Josephine Wall on it. Ah, amazing. So whenever I get round to starting with that Haid that I have bought, Spirit of Flight, I need that fabric for that project bag. So that will encourage me to start that one as well. There's going to be a lot of blues in that, all the blues. So yeah, there we go. So thank you very much. If you've got to the end of this rather rambling video, it was really good to share this with you, and I look forward to seeing you in 3 weeks' time, and enter the giveaway. But don't say the word giveaway, because I mean, how sad is it going to be if no one enters? it's going to be deeply embarrassing. So don't embarrass me. Please enter. Thank you very much. Bye.